I found my stolen car at my ex's wedding. What he didn't know was that I still had the keys. 3 years after Jake ghosted me and disappeared with my car, I spotted it parked outside the venue where he was getting married. The vintage Usen my grandfather restored before he died. The one police that I'd never see again. I still had the original keys in my purse when the wedding invitation mistakenly arrived at my old address. I never planned to attend Jake's wedding. The invitation wasn't even meant for me, minus it was addressed to the new tenant of my old apartment, who forwarded it thinking it might be important. But there was his name printed in elegant font beside a woman I'd never met. Curiosity got the better of me, I told myself. I'd just drive by the venue, get some closure maybe. Finally let go of the anger I'd carried since he disappeared after our 2-year relationship, taking my most precious possession with him. But then I saw it minus my grandfather's 1967 Nest N. The midnight blue paint still gleaming exactly as I remembered. The car he'd stolen the same night he cleared out his belongings from our apartment without a word. The car that police filed a report for but told me was probably in parts by now. I parked across the street, hand shaking. The custom license plate had been changed, but the small dent on the rear quarter panel and the distinctive hood ornament my grandfather had crafted by hand confirmed it was mine. I still had the title in my name at home. I still had the keys in my purse. I sat there for an hour watching guests arrive in formal attire. I recognized his parents, his college friends, minus people who had probably been told some version of our breakup that cast me as the villain did his new bride. No, she was marrying a thief. The ceremony must have started because the parking lot fell quiet. That's when I made my decision. I wasn't going to cause a scene or crash the wedding. I wasn't going to key the car or slash the tires like my friends had joked about for years when we discussed what I'd do if I ever found him. Instead, I calmly walked to my car, inserted my key, and felt the familiar click as it turned perfectly in the ignition. The engine purred to life exactly as it had the last time I'd driven it 3 years ago. I adjusted the rear view mirror and noticed the small photo of my grandfather I kept tucked in the visor was gone. In its place was a parking pass for an apartment complex across town. His new home, I presumed. As I pulled away, I called the police on speakerphone to report that I'd recovered my stolen vehicle minus yes, the same one from the report filed 3 years ago. Yes, I had the title and original keys to prove ownership. I drove straight to the police station, documentation in hand. The officer's eyebrows raised when I explained where I'd found it. 2 hours later, as I was finishing the paperwork, my phone exploded with texts from unknown numbers minus Jake's family frantically asking if I knew anything about the stolen car. Fraternally, the groom had some explaining to do when he exited his wedding to find his prized possession missing. I didn't respond to any messages. Instead, I drove my grandfather's Tuzen to his grave for the first time in 3 years, placed fresh flowers by his headstone, and told him the whole story. I swear I could hear his laughter in the wind. Some people take what isn't theirs, thinking time erases ownership. But some things like justice are worth waiting for, no matter how long the drive.